Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel for another Real Rant review with the Real Rant Reviewer. Joining me today for this rant review is Rachel Rantz.
Hi everybody.
Hey Rachel, thanks for joining me. Rachel is joining me for this rant review because she watched Knock Knock 2015 alongside with me, Keanu Reeves starring. Rachel, do you want to give some thoughts on Knock Knock right off the bat here? You had some pretty good thoughts, so I want Rachel Rantz to emphasize these thoughts on Knock Knock.
Well, it was clear that he is not a family actor. He's not, like, his genre of acting should stick with being, who he is the action, I can do everything. I can take on the world and live. I can kill an army and live. I can get shot at and live, but not a dad who cheats, guys. He's a cheater in this. And it makes you want, like, I just can't.
Yeah, Rachel brought up a great point about Reeves in this role. Right in the beginning, Rachel Rant pointed out that Reeves wasn't acting fatherly-like. Like, it was hard for him. It was very forced for him. The things he was saying to his so-called children, right? Rachel didn't really feel fatherly or authentic.
Just not authentic. Like, you could tell he was acting. I mean, in my opinion, it just looked so fake and sounded so fake. And I was like it seems like a poor movie. The acting that he was giving off seemed like one of those movies that you guys would watch and it's just poor filming and poor actors and there's no good casting in it.
Yes, that's a great point. Eli Roth directed film, $10 million budget. Rachel Rantz, they come out with only $6 million, so they lost a lot of money on this movie. Wow. What did you think about the two main villains here, these two women terrorizing Mr. Reeves?
Well, they're introduced in the rain. They're soaked. They look young and they look sexy. So your first thing is like, come on, what's going to happen? Of course, they show up right as the mother and the two children are off, for a little vacation by themselves at the beach, and he's home alone. And mind you, earlier in the movie, he's not getting laid.
3 weeks, guys.
Yes, they say, oh, it's been 3 weeks. They're not getting laid. The mother's like not even trying to put out again. And it's like, so that it's like,
she's like, I can't keep everybody happy.
Exactly. And then he's like, oh, well, I don't want to fight or nothing. So it's showing you they got issues. Okay, and then it makes the mother and the children leave. So then you're like, and then these two girls, and it's so stupid. The whole time you're like, this is a bad porno. This is a bad porno.
And you can't believe,
you just can't believe you're watching it. You can't believe this is a movie that he's in.
Right.
I
mean, the blonde one for me is probably the hottest. The other one I really wasn't digging. What about you, Rachel?
Gorgeous. Right. Yeah, she was absolutely gorgeous.
And Reeves digs it.
The girl, the brunette is gorgeous too, but I definitely think the blonde probably outshines the brunette in this.
I think that's
one.
Eli Roth's ex-wife.
She's got an accent. Oh, come on, it's hot.
Right. So, what did you think as far as like suspense and the overall ending of the movie, the culmination of it? Like, did you
We were laughing. We were literally laughing because we couldn't believe we just sat through this. We just sat through this waiting for anything good to happen. We just watched a whole movie. And I don't know if any of you have children. Any of these viewers have children. It's hard when you have two toddlers to watch an adult movie, to spend some time and just watch an adult movie. I don't care if it's a comedy. I don't care if it's action, a horror flick. It's hard to have time to watch a movie to yourself. You got these two toddlers and they just want to be with you. They want to watch it. So the fact that we were able to finally get some time to watch a movie and it was this bad, I'm full of regrets. I didn't even want to do a review on it because I didn't want to bring any attention to this movie.
Right. I mean, Knock Knock, right? I mean, the only thing that got me was the ending, Rachel, like you said, with him with the phone and they're playing the video and he gets his hand out and I laughed. I literally laughed when he hit the like button instead of delete. And I thought that was the funniest part of the movie.
You have to tell them what is going on here. So they raped him and that's a horrible thing, but they tied him up and the blonde gets on top of him, whatever. They record it and then they post it on his Facebook and they put it in front of him and he's stuck. They buried him alive from the neck down. So it's just his head and they're showing him, look. And that you could see all these people like commenting on his video and he's like freaking out. He's like, no, 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 no. And then he finally gets his hand out of the dirt and he's trying to like push the button to delete the video and he likes it and the phone falls over. Yeah. And we're just laughing because it's not meant to be funny. It's meant to be this dramatic scene where this poor man, and it's like, it's just a joke.
I'm specifically Rachel Rantz just stating to me, what is the point of this movie? You know, why make this movie? And that's what I'm saying. Why make this movie for $10 million? Why'd you do that, Eli Roth? Why'd you do that, Keanu?
Just so the viewers know, this movie is about these girls who go to different houses. They find men and they assault them. They get the men to want to sleep with them. They make it so the man willingly first, because this is what he did first. He did sleep with them. He had a threesome with them willingly first. And that's what they do. They go into your home and they make it so they're as sexy as possible and they seduce the men and whatever, but they only do it to married men. And then they ruin the guy's life. They, torture, they torment him. They torment him. They keep coming back. They ruined his whole house, his whole home. They flip it upside down. And they out him as a cheater and a horrible person. But they do this to him and then they leave and they go find the next guy they want to do this to, the next family man. And it's like, you're thinking, well, fuck you, Keanu. You are a cheater. You did this. But you're also at the same time, these girls are so extra about it that you're also thinking, what the fuck? Like overkill.
I wanted to say that too, Rachel. You just brought a good point to my mind. Is they make Keanu Reeves so helpless in this movie, you don't buy it. You don't buy that Mr. Reeves here. He can't even run guys outside his front door without tripping on something. That's not Keanu. And you guys know that. So they take away Keanu's, I don't know. They just make him so stupidly helpless that you wouldn't believe it.
Because, you know what? It's like Keanu Reeves is like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna try my acting with other things. It's like, I don't understand. It's like, okay, I am this badass, what John Wick, but I'm gonna try my hand in other acting, and this movie proves he's not an actor of all suits. He needs to just stick to John Wick.
I love that point. Great point, Rachel, that he tried this movie to see if he was an actor of that range, of that caliber, and as Rachel says, and she's a great Keanu fan. She loves Keanu, but she's being real here and just says that this does not match Keanu. He can't. He's not an actor of epic proportions, is he, Rachel Rantz?
No. You have your actresses and actors that can do anything. Comedy, right. Horror,
comedy, right? Yes, action, serious,
romance, and he is just somebody who he should not do this again.
You're right. Like, that's a performer or actor to me. Like this guy here, Keanu, I love him, but it's like, you're right. What does he bring to other roles? Talents, no, it's
his talents were
very ranged, very just one-sided, right? Yes. He's just a one-sided man. So is he cool to hang out with? Maybe, but guys, he seems really boring. I mean, look at him as in this movie. Like, sits around, smokes a little bowl of trees, doesn't even hit the trees. Didn't even get to hit it, guys. I mean, you really want to hang with him? They're talking to him about his life, right? And it's so uninteresting. He's like, I was a DJ, or this one does sculpting, and it's just like, well, this guy is I don't know, right? It's nothing interesting.
No, I mean,
was it interesting?
That didn't bother me. What bothered me is that he let these women into his home. Okay. Look at them. This is how they show up on his doorstep.
He's trying to get rid of them, guys. He's trying. No.
I'm sorry, but if my husband, and this was Father's Day. Right. This is Father's Day. He can't go on a trip with his family on Father's Day because work came up, but he's going to let these two young women into his house and entertain them and take care of them. He makes them hot cocoa and he dries their clothes and he gives them robes and he entertains them, but he can't be off with his family. And then he eventually has a threesome with them. And then the next day they come back and they torment him and they rape him, whatever. But he allowed it. Yeah. And so I don't even feel bad for him in this movie. This whole movie, I'm like, you're a loser. You cheated. And I'm sorry. I didn't feel bad for him. And I thought the whole thing was so stupid.
So, Rachel Rantz, would you recommend anyone in the whole fucking world to watch this movie at least once?
Yeah, of course. I have a whole list. I have a whole list of people I don't like, and I'm gonna make some small talk. I'm gonna be like, "This great movie. You should find time in your busy schedule to sit down. You won't be sorry." And then I'll sit there, and I will, do my evil laugh and think about that they're wasting their fucking.
So this is a movie you don't wish upon your worst enemy.
Yeah, it is. I just said that.
Oh, you just said that. All right, so knock knock. Make sure you lie about it and say it was a great movie so you can torture somebody or prank them, because this movie is a fucking dog shit pile, yes?
Yes.
I was regretting watching this as Rachel's telling me and complaining about this movie. It's irritating more and more that Mr. Reeves is not doing shit and this movie's not ramping up, right?
Right.
All right, so thank you, Eli Roth, for this great disappointing movie. Thank you, Rachel Rantz, for joining us.
Yes, I didn't even want to bring light to this movie. She
didn't.
I'm really upset.
I had to force her hand.
I didn't want to review it because it was such shit. And I was like, if you review, it's going to trigger something in somebody who they might want to see, like, oh, was it really that bad? Yes, it was.
See, and you're seeing a man's perspective and a woman's perspective on this movie, so that's why I like to get two different perspectives, because I saw it one way and Rachel Rantz saw it the same exact way. So even though we're two different species.
Species? What is
species? That's another one we'll rant on.
We're different sexes.
Good.
We're different
different sexes, species, whatever you want to say, guys. Now, Rachel, thank you for joining us. We're going to cut this real rant review off.
Rachel Rant out.